please select a card. Sorry, there we go. Why don't you show that to the camera? Awesome. So what we're going to do, we'll put that somewhere in the pack. Around center. Great, your card, right?
Right.
And we're going to stick that in. Awesome. And now what we're going to try to do, I'll mix it up just a little bit, but I'm going to do kind of a strange mix. Okay, not your average card mix. We're going to take half the pack, turn it face up, and shuffle it in with the other face down cards. Okay? Great. I'm going to cut the pack. So that's basically what this means is we don't know whether we're getting a face up or face down card at any moment. We'll turn over the packs and shuffle them again. Great. Alright, so we're all mixed up. Really doesn't matter which direction we put the cards. They can be either way. But I believe if I just snap my fingers, they'll all write themselves to your card. Is that it? Great.
That's it. That's great.
Okay, so this is how the Triumph works. Shuffled pack, borrowed pack, whatever you'd like. Somebody selects a card. I like to, when you have them select a card, one thing you want to make sure to do is make sure they see the whole deck is face down. So you can spread it if you like. You can spread it on the table, whatever. So you spread it out, they pick a card, and while they're showing it to their friends and stuff like that, you're going to do a secret move. There's two ways to do it. That's one. Okay, let me undo that. There's another one. That's the other one. Okay, now the fact is, that looks suspicious and stuff like that. It's really not a problem. They're looking at the card. I mean, all you're doing is taking the bottom half of the pack, turning it upside down. Okay, little half pass or whatever. Honestly, you would probably go like that, and if they were looking at the card, it wouldn't be a problem. So here's how you do those. 1 second. The first way, pull down with your pinky and flip it over, sort of like you're about to do a Herman pass, and then connect these packets. And the second way, which in some ways is a little better, because this way you can sort of see that flash there. The second way, if you're looking a little more from a, pardon me, not so good angle, it looks like that. It really doesn't look that bad. So this is how it works. Half the pack, you're going to pull your hand over, drop it right in, flip it with your pinky, square it up. So your pinky is just going to flip the pack. And it's really not bad. And if you want to cover it, say somebody's watching you, it looks about like that. And what you've done is split the pack, half face up, half face down. Now, once you've done it face down, what you're going to do is thumb off one card, okay? And then you're going to cut the pack. So you can separate these and do one of these if you want, or just make one cut like that, whatever you'd like. And then you're going to have the card placed into the middle, but you need to have it in the top half. What I like to do is put it only a couple off, because you need to place the card into the face up half. Okay, so with me so far? Card going into the face up half. Doesn't matter where, but I like to put it towards the middle. Spectator can push it in. Then what I like to do is just give a little dribble of the bottom few cards. So not going too far down, but just a little dribble there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut the back a couple times. You can do that false cut. Okay. And that's a good way to show that it's being mixed in face down. Then you're going to lift up, and there's a natural break where the cards are separated. Make sure you don't get it confused up with where your other card break is. And you're going to separate the cards there. If you want to do something a little fancier, you can dribble like that, then turn these over. Then what you're going to do is shuffle both these halves together. So it's actually going face up and face up. So when you do this, what you want to try to do is make sure not to go like this, because you don't want to give away the illusion that these aren't all face down. So say your spectator is over there. You want to tilt the cards away from them because then they won't be able to see inside here. Say your spectator's over there. You could try to tilt like that. You could try to do something like that, or you could try to do like a table pharaoh maybe, or whatever, like something like that. Anyway, so you want to try to tilt this away. So if I was doing it for you guys, right now I'd want to do it at this angle, because even though you're a little too high, you can see those ones. From here, you wouldn't be able to catch that. So you shuffle both of these together. Then what you're going to do is, what I do is a couple of cuts, keeping a break. Okay, getting about half of the cards above. And then you're going to pick up that one card, like that, split the packs, and flip them both over. What this does is when you flip it over, it keeps the illusion that these are all face up and face down. Because the only card that's actually face up now is the selection, which we really don't want to show off right now. So then you mix these together, trying not to make a big splash, just a little one. So that way they can see. Make sure when you're squaring them up that you don't do something like that, because that shows that the cards aren't actually mixed like they are. Okay, so now we got one face up card on top of the packet. And what you're going to do, pull the bottom half of the cards, flip them over, and square up. And then there's going to create a break beneath that card, and you can pick up that card. And then what I do is cut down 1, 2, and flip those again. So basically what we've done is taken whatever that card is, put it the right direction with this half, and then cut that like that. So that basically gets rid of that extra card. Now at this point, your card could be anywhere in the pack, but remember there's that natural little break, so I can tell it's right there. If I shuffle this a little bit, you'll also be able to tell where the card is, right there. So if it's right there, I'm pretty good to go. However, if the card was like down there on the bottom or close to the bottom, I'd probably give the deck a cut. And that way, it gives you the nice photo finish that you like with the selection. So let's go through it all one more time. Picks a card. While they're looking at it, we flip half of the deck. Countdown 1. Cut the cards a few times. So we're in this position. We take their card and put it somewhere into our face-up packet. Square it up. Then we're going to do a false cut if we'd like. Just make sure to cut it where our cards are face down always. And then break the packet. Riffle these two packets together. Not like that, of course, but still. Do a few cuts. Pick up that extra card. Flip over. Oops. Shuffle these together. Take the bottom packet, flip it over. Pick up that extra card. Cut a couple times and flip the last. Take a quick look to see where our card is. It's close enough towards the center. So we'll spread it out like this. Okay, so first how the false cut works. What you're going to do, swing cut a third of the pack like this, pivoting on your thumb and using your index holding the rest of the pack with your middle and ring finger. Third, drop it in the mechanic's grip in your other hand. Cut the remaining deck in half, technically another third. Doesn't have to be exact. What you're going to do is grab it here, sort of like this, and put it on off to the side like that. Okay, it really doesn't matter. That looks obvious now. When you do it quickly, it doesn't look as bad, and if you're a little more advanced, you can try to square it up a little bit more, but I usually just leave it out here. Take the rest of the pack, drop it on top, and then after you've dropped it on top, what you're going to do is grab both of these middle packets so that this one is not actually being touched by your hands, it's just being held there by the cards. Then what you're going to do is strip out the center one, pull it out like that, drop it in mechanics. Then you're going to take both of these, and you're not actually going to drop both of them on, but you're going to try to make that snap sound, but maintain the thumb break. So this one is connecting here, but your thumb break is being maintained. And now if you want to, you can either swing this around, or if you want to put this one forward just a little bit, you can pull up with your index finger and that gives you another pivot point for another regular cut. So it looks like you're doing that. So you can watch the top card. This is how it works. And you can see that card in there. And it brings it to the top. And the bottom card are the same as well. So, one more time. So it's designed to look like one of these cuts. Okay, that's the idea. Third, off jogged, keeping it off. Snap. Strip that out. Snap. One more time. Snap. And it's a little easier if you want to just set this on the table or whatever. That's a little more fluid, but if you really want to make that sound, you can, and that really helps sell the illusion.